Hey YouTube, this video is going to be a quick kind of show and tell survey video showing you some different options in the fixed blade category of kind of outdoor, I guess you would call it combat utility, although some of these are more just utility and some of these would be mid-size hunting knives. But all of these knives are around 6 inches in blade length. Alright, so this is medium-sized stuff that's basically shorter than your USMC K-bar, but a little bit longer than your 5-inch Ontario pilot knife. Okay, two iconic knives. These are in between, and I have some budget options here and some top-of-the-line stuff as well. Alright, let's start with the best blade of the bunch. Alright, this Fallkniven knife. This is the ultimate knife porn to me. This knife right here. Now, why is this knife the best of these? Well, a lot of it has to do with that convex edge. I can't explain in a short video all the benefits of that type of edge. So I'll simply tell you the convex edge like this. It's known as one of the strongest and one of the sharpest possible edges. Right, and Fallkniven, sterling reputation, but they're not cheap. So if you're looking for top of the line, check out Fallkniven. Freaking out the camera, sorry about that. But it's just a beautiful blade. Alright, now somewhat similar in appearance to that Fallkniven is this cold steel SRK. Alright, San Mai. They also have a cheaper version which is a carbon steel and has a black blade. But yeah, I couldn't resist this blade. This would be great as a mid-sized utility or combat. Alright, you see the tip on that. And this goes for about $100 or $110. So it is significantly less money than the Fallkniven, but it just has a it has a hollow grind, partial hollow grind. All right, and for also around $110, you can get the SOG Tech Bowie. And you can see it's a nice swept back tip, satin finish, very nice handle, and just good fit and finish overall on this SOG blade. It just seems very well made. Nice. There's no seams or anything, but this is AUS 8 steel, so not the best steel, but there's other selling points of the knife. I mean, just look at the thing. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice for the price. Alright, now this blade by Boker, you can see it's extremely similar to the SOG knife. The big difference is that this knife is only about $30, $35. And this is, I believe this is called the Boker FG Bowie. And it's okay for the price. It would be okay for skinning and light work, but I wouldn't chop with it. I'm pretty sure that the tang is not very strong. It might even be a welded tang, because I have seen a video where a very similar knife, the Boker Safari, was taken apart and the tang was just crap. So, if you're on a tight budget, well then okay, but otherwise I really wouldn't recommend this because of the weak tang. What's this knife? This is actually the Honshu, the United Combat Fighter. It's part of their new Honshu line. As you can see, it's kind of an odd mix. Obviously a Bowie tip, but then the Asian theme, and then that type of handle. So all in all, You know, this is a budget option. It's about I think they go for about 40 now. I would expect that the price might go down a bit because this just came out. All right, but yeah, this is a budget version. It is OS 8. I know, for $40, it's not bad for a cheap price. Certainly not as good as, you know, the more expensive ones, but just thought I'd show it as an option. Alright, and for all my budget people trying to help you out, the absolute least expensive of all these, this Smith & Wesson Clip Point Hunter large size. I think I got this for about like $12 or $13 a while ago. They have them on Amazon. If you're absolutely, you know, you just don't even have $30, it's not a bad knife for the price. I mean, it's actually worth more than the $12. The serrations are completely funky. Like, talk about jagged. That is not really how you want your serrations to be, because they will tend to get hung up on things. But for $12, I'm not complaining, and, you know, it's the budget option. Alright, so my final summary. You know, I'd say if you're doing some hardcore, long-term, serious outdoor work, I'd say go ahead and get the Fallkniven. You can't go wrong with that. But, you know, probably 95% of us are just doing occasional camping. So you don't really need to spend that much for just occasional camping. If you want something that would serve for that and just looks pretty awesome, the Cold Steel SRK would you know, it would more than do just the casual camping type jobs. And the same could be said for the SOG Bowie, the Tech Bowie. You know, either the Cold Steel or the SOG would also be fine for if you're in the military and you're looking for combat / utility in like around the 6-inch blade length category. All right, and as for the budget options, there is the Boker knife, but not real thrilled about the tang. This is interesting just because, I don't know, it's just, I mean, you can see it. It's extra wide, you know, it's pretty cool. But if you're on a real strict budget, you really can't beat, I mean, for $12, the Smith & Wesson knife, you're going to get more than your money's worth. Even if you only use it for one trip, you already got more than your money's worth. So there you go. Alright, YouTube, and as always, if you saw something that interested you, go ahead and look up the specific reviews, you know, not just by me, but by whoever has reviewed these, done field tests. That's the whole purpose of a survey video, is just to show you a bunch of different options, and then, you know, in limited amount of time, and then you can pursue researching whichever ones you think might fit you. Alright, so I hope it was useful to you. Stay tuned for many more videos. Peace out. I'm out of here, dudes.